Welcome to a video from thedigital-lifestyle.com. This is a new Windows 10 build video, 21354 for Windows Insiders on the dev channel. A couple of things with this build, some new features around using interests and some setting things as well. Notice as well the build string has changed to CO release. We were on RS pre-release. And Microsoft say that's because they're changing branches so they can focus on specific branches, and they occasionally move insiders across. I remember this happened last year, and I think that was when they were getting prepared for the next release of Windows 10, I think, which was these set of builds. So it could be that they're shifting some of these features to a prospective release channel at some point in the future, and that's why they're changing builds. So the main change with this one is the news and interest bar. Not only is it back, it's got some new features, and you can personalize them. So you notice now we've got a manage interest button on there, which I can click into. So here's the web page for managing my interests. So I can choose which areas I like. So I can say whether I like technology, and maybe I want TV and music, but I definitely don't want celebrities, and yeah, there's a bit more support on there. I'll have that. So you can tune this to whatever you want. You can see all the categories on here that I can go down to. So you can now sort of tune it, and do everything that you want to it as well. And I think there's you can see what you've followed as well, and which publishers you follow in yet. So I guess I can add some to that, and you can tune your feed as well. So I can choose which one I'm interested in, and then I can click done. So those are the tuning options for news and interests, and yeah, I quite like that, being able to tune it and get this to be exactly what you want. And I don't know that you'll be able to add your own feeds in there. You have to have a play around with it and see if you can, and if not, hopefully Microsoft can add something like that, because it'd be nice to have one sort of central point where you've got everything together. So that's the news and interest. Good to see that work again with some news features. There are some other changes as well, so let's dive into settings and have a look. So now in settings here, you can turn off the adaptive brightening control, and you've got that toggle switch on there. So a lot of people requested that, so you can go into settings system display and turn that off, or turn it on if you prefer it. So I prefer it on, but some people don't, so you can turn that off. Another setting is around the camera. So here's the new settings page for the cameras. This allows you to manage your cameras down in the setting app. You can add IP cameras on here as well, and you can adjust your cameras. I don't know if it'll work while I'm doing the screen capture. Let's have a look. There you go. So there's my rear camera, and I can adjust the brightness and contrast and whatever, and I could do the same from a front camera as well. So these are the new camera settings. Some other things is what Microsoft have transferred some more inbox apps to the Windows Store, and one of them happens to be Paint, and there is the new icon for Paint. So that's going to be updated through the store, and the snipping tool is also going to be updated through the store as well. Okay, so the rest of the changes, there's some changes in Analytics subsystem, the way you get into it. There's some changes around active hours. There's some changes around Microsoft Edge and the pinning of sites, and on ARM64 devices you can now toggle compatibility settings for ARM64 applications. Another setting was supposed to be settings personalisation device usage. You can put how you're using your device, but I don't have that setting. A few insiders have seen that, so that seems to be a bug, which I'll report via the feedback app. There's plenty of fixes in this build as well. They fixed some issues with games crashing, they fixed some file explorer issues, they fixed some power and sleep settings. There's a whole list of them which I'll have on thedigital-lifestyle.com. There are still some known issues with this as well. They're still investigating build hanging for an extended period of time. Still not seeing that, it's been around for ages. There's still an issue with the Qualcomm drivers for the ARM64, and there's still some issues with the camera, brightness, and theme aware splash screens have disappeared in this bits, but in this build, but that's coming back as well. So that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. You can find out more on our YouTube channel on thedigital lifestyle.com, and I'm at iStixon on Twitter.